My name's James Donaldson. I'm Executive Officer for Wet Tropics Waterways. Water quality is absolutely critical for healthy waterways. It affects everything from the microscopic plants that form the base of the food chain right through to the barramundi corals. Poor water quality can be driven by a number of different factors, but it's largely driven by changes in land use. So when you get agricultural development or residential development, it can lead to increases in pesticides and nutrients and sediment entering our waterways. So the Wet Tropics is known as a particular hotspot for the runoff of pesticides and nutrients, and that's for a number of reasons. Firstly, because we have extremely high annual rainfall, which causes a lot of leaching of nutrients and pesticides from the soil into the groundwater, into the surface water. We also have very short, sharp and steep catchments that cause very high velocity runoff in our wet season. And the third reason is because we have a lot of urban and agricultural development in our lowlands, which is very close to the coast and the reef and some of those sensitive environments that we have here in the Wet Tropics. There are three main contributors to poor water quality: sediment, nutrients and pesticides. The sediment suspended in the water can reduce the amount of sunlight that can penetrate the water. So that's a really big issue for things like seagrass and corals, which rely on sunlight to generate their energy. So pesticides are chemicals that are used to control pest animals and plants. And when they're used on agricultural crops, they can run off into our rivers and really impact the environment. Nutrients are critical for the functioning of healthy waterways, except when you get high levels of nutrients in our waterways, it can upset the balance of aquatic ecosystems, triggering algal blooms and reducing the resilience of our corals.